Kim. I got something to say to you.
What is it, Harvey?
What kind of wife are you? You only care about yourself and don't care about me at all.
What are you talking about? I do the housework every day, and I do everything for you, don't I?
You cook bad food, the house is a mess, you were always out of the house. Where exactly are you making an effort?
I don't think I'm a bad cook. Even though I made your favorite hamburger steak for dinner yesterday, who complained without taking a single bite?
Hamburger. Everyone knows that's kids' food. I want to eat fancier dishes.
But you didn't request anything. Besides, it takes time and money to make fancy dishes. I'm trying my best.
The house is dirty, there's dust on the floor, and there are piles of laundry. What do you do all day?
I clean every day, but it's a big house, so it's hard to get everything perfect in one day. There's also a lot of laundry, so I do it in batches.
Besides, you're out all the time. If you were at home, you could do more housework.
When I do go out, it's to buy groceries or run errands for you. You ask me to do something every so often. That's not really called going out, is it?
But still, you need to focus a little more on the home. You're so caught up on outside stuff, you're neglecting our home.
I value our family, but you ask so much of me that it's hard to do everything perfectly.
No, that's just an excuse. You're just not fulfilling your role as a wife.
Can you be more specific about what I need to do to improve? I'm trying, and there's no way I can improve if you just complain.
Talking about improvement won't mean much unless you start noticing and taking action on your own. It's pathetic that you can't move without being told every single time.
It would be easier for me to respond to your requests if you were more specific. I think it's important for us to cooperate with each other to improve our home.
Cooperate? That's not my concern. As long as you do what you have to do, that's all that matters. Hey, are you in your room? Don't you think you should give your husband a warm welcome after a hard day's work? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you home?
Yes, I'm here. If you're home, why don't you talk to me in person instead of by text?
When we meet face to face, you start lecturing again, don't you? You always go into lecture mode the moment I express an opinion. That's always a drag. I come home tired and I don't want to hear a sermon. Anyway, where's my dinner?
What? You said this morning you didn't want any because you'd be home late. I've been planning and acting on that assumption, so it's difficult when there's a sudden change.
You know what? Schedules change. Sudden changes in plans due to work commitments happen all the time. It's the wife's role to be flexible and deal with that. A wife should always be prepared for sudden changes. Just because I said I didn't need it doesn't mean you shouldn't prepare anything at all.
What's that about? I wonder what your criteria even are. I'm busy too, you know. I do housework every day, and I'm doing things for you. You can't expect me to handle spur-of-the-moment things on top of that.
What criteria? That's a given. It's called common sense as a wife.
You never said that before. It's as if you're comparing me to someone else. Is something wrong?
Comparing? What are you talking about?
If you have no idea, then it's no big deal, right? It's just that your recent attitude seems off, so I wondered if someone might be influencing you.
Stop with those insinuating remarks. That's why I was complaining.
I'm saying it's okay if you have no idea. If you have nothing to hide, there's no need to keep bringing it up, right?
No, I didn't mean that.
This conversation is going nowhere, And I didn't make dinner, but I have some leftover stew in the freezer that you can defrost and eat. Your favorite stew.
Okay.
It's late. Dad just got home, didn't he? What's he doing here this late? He's too selfish, always complaining. Oh, Heather, you're still up? Yeah. He was demanding his dinner. What? Didn't he say he didn't want it before he left this morning? Mom, you've been acting on that assumption all this time after hearing that. It's not nice to be told something different all of a sudden. He said that, despite what he said, a wife should always have something ready. He said I should always be prepared for changes in plans and be ready to respond at any time. What a misguided and mistaken view of marriage. I can't believe there are really people who say things like that nowadays. You did nothing wrong. Even though you bust your butt doing chores every day, comments like that would still get to you. It's okay. Your father's probably tired, and you should be a little more understanding. He's still your father, so I want him to rest well when he comes home. But his unreasonable demands are troubling. I'm on your side, Mom. Dad's arguments are unreasonable, and I can't tolerate his constant complaining when you work so hard. Heather? I'm not clueless, Mom. I know why he comes home late and why he's acting strangely towards you. What do you mean? Dad has been acting strange lately, hasn't he? He's coming home late and acting cold towards you. I notice these things. I can't stand to see you going through such a hard time alone. Oh, I'm sorry. I was hoping that I could keep things the way they are, at least until you graduate from high school. I didn't want to tell you about your dad. Don't worry about it. I'm an adult now and I am aware of things. I mean, I already have a job lined up after graduation, and I'm ready to support you. What? Only 2 months left until graduation. I can help you with whatever you need. I'll help you, Mom, so that you don't have to face this alone. I'm always grateful to you, Mom. Well, thank you. If you say so, then I guess I'll be okay. Let's think about the future together. Dad? Where are you? Are you at work? Something terrible has happened. Please call me back. Did you see the missed calls on your phone? It's urgent news from Mom. It's about Mom's emergency. Answer it. Mom has been urgently transported to a hospital. When I came home after my high school graduation ceremony, Mom had collapsed and was unconscious. She was taken away in an ambulance, but she hasn't regained consciousness. I know you and Mom are discussing divorce, but right now, you are still husband and wife. Please, come quickly to a hospital. Dad, why aren't you answering? Why are you being so irresponsible at such an important time? Do you know how scared I was when Mom collapsed? I couldn't do anything but call an ambulance. You understand how serious this is for Mom. This is when our family should support each other. So why aren't you answering the phone? Mom's life is at stake. There's nothing more important than this, right? Dad, what are you really doing? Don't tell me you're with someone else. I don't want to think about this now, but I can't believe this. I'm so worried about Mom, but you're not doing anything. I've told you that Mom is at a hospital. If you don't do something about this, I won't forgive you. Why are you so cold when Mom is suffering so much? I really don't know what to do anymore.
Monique, sorry for taking so long to contact you. But I've got great news that will make it worth the wait. Good fortune has come our way. The heavens are on our side. Good news. My wife is in critical condition. Now I can marry you. She won't do anything until we fully compensate her. She said she wouldn't divorce me, but I ignored her. I went home to find the divorce papers that my wife was supposed to have and smuggled them. It took me a little while to find it, but now it's clear. If I'm going to get a divorce, it's now or never. I'll never get a chance like this again. It's like I'm finally free. Now we can get married, gorgeous. I can't wait for my new life with you, Monique. Let's be happy. I'm going to submit this to the courthouse first thing in the morning. Let's hurry up and finish the formalities and get it all over with. This will really make everything go away. And tomorrow, let's register our marriage, Monique. After we're done with that, we can spend some quality time in our new home. I'm looking forward to our life together, Monique. Monique, I'm so sorry. The divorce papers, the entries were incomplete. When I tried to submit it, there was a blank space where my wife should have written. I heard that if I fill in the form without her consent, I'd get in trouble with the law. I really don't want to enter into marriage with you while carrying guilt. I'm sorry. Can you wait a bit longer? Monique, what are you mad about? You haven't replied to any of my good news messages. What's wrong? I thought you were going to be happy. Did I do something to make you angry? Maybe I upset you about the divorce papers. I'm sorry. I never thought that my wife, who supposedly wants a divorce, would leave the divorce papers incomplete and neglected like that. But then again, it's a good thing she's unconscious, isn't it? I guess I'll have to wake her up quickly and get her to fill them out while she's still groggy. We've got a baby on the way, so I'd like to do something about it as soon as possible.
Oh, your baby? You mean Monique's child?
Heather, why are you here?
Dad, cheating on your wife is really disgusting.
What are you doing here?
You've been sending me a series of disgusting messages meant for Monique since Mom went to the hospital. All the messages to Monique went to me.
What?
Monique Henderson is 25 years old and your subordinate at work, right? I'm Heather, which is close to Henderson.
Am I chatting with Heather now?
You're just realizing it now? You're so dense you don't notice that you've already missent so many times.
Your icons are similar, but different.
You have misdirected messages to me several times in the past. That's how I found out about your affair.
What? Seriously?
You're an old man about to turn 51 years old. You're grossing me out. Aren't you ashamed of having an affair at your age?
Hey, is that how you talk to your father?
You're really finished as a human being, calling Mom's medical emergency a good news, and using this opportunity to get a divorce? I can't believe you're my father.
You can't talk to me like this.
You cheated on Mom and betrayed us.
Heather, I think you'd better take my side. Your mother works only part-time. From a financial standpoint, it makes more sense for me to have custody of you since I have a stable income as a full-time employee. We can't live together, though. I can at least rent a place for you to live alone and pay your rent. How does that sound?
Don't you know the law?
What? What are you talking about?
The age of adulthood is 18. Custody only involves children below 18. So I am no longer subject to custody.
Oh, that's right.
Besides, I already have a job lined up.
Huh?
I told the company about my parents' situation, and they agreed to put me in company housing with Mom.
Huh?
So, I don't need a creepy old man to take care of me.
But Mom is unconscious, right? You don't mind being all alone?
What are you talking about? I see. You didn't get a call from anyone. She's already conscious.
Oh.
The emotional damage and stress have really piled up. She felt dizzy, stumbled, hit her head, and passed out. In the end, she needed a few stitches on her head, but today's test results show that there likely won't be any lasting effects. Now it's just a matter of waiting for her to recover.
I see. If she wakes up, I'll have to ask her to fill in the blanks on the divorce papers.
Just so you know before you rush over, Dad, they won't let you into the ward.
Why not?
Besides, take a good look at those divorce papers. It's not the original. It's a copy.
What? Oh, really?
Also, you haven't been in touch with Monique for the past 10 days, right?
Wait, you know something?
It's a report from the detective agency Mom hired. It turns out that she has another man besides you.
What?
When I pointed this out to her through her lawyer, her parents agreed to pay the full amount of alimony. She agreed to break up with you.
What? Well, then the baby...
I don't know the details, but I don't think the baby is yours.
Huh?
Let's see. She said from the beginning, it was supposed to be an agreement of a casual relationship with no strings attached.
Huh?
I initially told him we should end our relationship because I got pregnant with my other boyfriend. I was shocked when he suddenly brought up the idea of getting married. Then his wife found out, and now I'm stuck paying damages. Because of all this, I got dumped by my boyfriend too. So now I'm going to be a single mother, which is such a hassle. She vented to her lawyer who handled the case.
No way. Is that what happened? Please, tell me it's a lie.
I can't believe you said that to me. Oh, that's right. A message from Mom.
What is it?
I don't want to get back together with you, and please apologize for causing all this trouble. Get on with it and pay your alimony, and get me a divorce as soon as possible.
Huh?
I agree with Mom. Let Mom go as soon as possible.
Heather, oh no.
So you're going to call me stubborn, huh?
You don't have to say it like that.
Don't accuse me after causing this mess yourself. Bye.
Kim, are you feeling okay? I've been worried about you for a long time.
Too late for that. Did you really come all this way just to say that? If you were worried about my health, why didn't you call me earlier?
No, I was really worried about you, but I couldn't get there right away because of things going on at work. I couldn't stop thinking about you.
If you were worried about me, you should have come sooner.
Heather said terrible things to me. She treated me like garbage. You're the only one who can help me now, Kim.
Heather said terrible things to you? It's probably because you let her down. Don't you think you deserved it?
You're the only person I can count on to be on my side. So let's start over. You and me, we'll build a family again.
On your side? I'm on your side? That's a very convenient way of putting it. Our relationship broke down because of your behavior.
Don't say that, Kim. What would I do without you? You're the only one who can help me.
Help? I'm not going to help you anymore. You're already in the past for me.
Don't be so cold. I'm really sorry. I want to start over with you and Heather.
Sorry? It's too late for anything you say now to matter.
Kim, please. Please start over with me. I need you.
Need? I'm nothing but a convenience to you. I don't trust you anymore.
Don't say that. I really love you.
You love me? If that's true, why didn't you take action before our relationship fell apart? It's too late. I don't want to be around you any longer. I have my own life. You and I are going our separate ways.
Don't say that, Kim.
Goodbye. Afterward, my father tried to contact us multiple times. He became persistent, and it was really bothersome for us. At first, we ignored him, but eventually, it got unbearable. We reached out to my paternal grandfather, asking him to intervene. Without delay, my grandfather took action. He sternly reprimanded my father, who was then forcibly sent back to the countryside. Back there, under my grandfather's strict supervision, he leads a restricted life and works tirelessly. My grandfather is old-fashioned and doesn't tolerate any form of coddling. My father now works as a farmer in an old house in the countryside. He works from early in the morning until late at night, and his body is a wreck. The carefree life he used to lead is completely gone. Knowing the dismal outcome of the man who caused so much grief to my mother, I feel a sense of justice served. My mother and I started a new life together. Her health has recovered, and she's in good spirits. I am also enjoying working with my new colleagues at my job. I'm determined to repay my mother for everything she's done for me.
Jasmine, make sure that my favorite song should be the one played at your wedding. I beg your pardon? My favorite artist. The one you're crazy about? Yes, Birdie. His real name is Albert McKnight. Birdie, huh? I got into pop music because his charm got me. The other day, I met him at a dinner party and he shook my hand. I see. I'm pretty sure that Birdie likes me too. I've bought 50 CDs and 20 DVDs so far. I'll lend them to you, so you should listen to them all. Just tell me which CD you want to borrow. Thank you. For your information, I have his CD. Someone gave it to me as a gift. I can't decide which song to choose. They are all great. I recommend Sagittarius Type B Woman. I'm sure you'll love it. That title sounds like fortune telling, but I've already decided on the song I'm going to use for my wedding. Huh? What are you talking about? Are you trying to ignore my recommendation? It seems that we need to be more careful about copyrights nowadays, so it's not easy to choose the song I like. My apologies. That's impossible. I'll inform the wedding planner right away. Please calm down. The wedding planner didn't do anything wrong. I've signed the agreement. Are you telling me that you won't use any of Birdie's song? Yes, that's right. I'm not sure if his songs are appropriate for a wedding celebration. I can't believe it. How dare you deny my beloved Birdie? You don't understand romance at all. No, I'm not denying him. It's just that I don't think it's a good idea to use his songs for the wedding. Denying Birdie means that you are denying me. You're insulting me. Do you know who raised your husband? It was you, of course. That's right. I lost my husband when my son was a little boy, and I raised him as a single parent. It's because of my efforts that he grew up to be the man he is today. Are you denying me, who went through all the trouble to raise my son? Absolutely not. I'm not denying you, Melanie. You're such a foolish wife. It's not too late, so just cancel the marriage, okay? I had no choice but to let both of you get married because my son insisted. It's not too late to stop everything now. Please don't say that. Are you having fun taking away my son from me? You should think about how you talk to your mother-in-law. I don't think I can live under the same roof with you. You were the one who insisted to live together with me and my husband after we got married. I'm so sick of you complaining like crazy. I think I'll just listen to Birdie's song and relax. Is my dress ready? I have to get it sized. A dress looks beautiful when it's exactly the right size, you know. What do you mean by dress? What are you asking me that? The other day I told you that I want to wear a bright red dress for the wedding. Don't you dare to tell me that you forgot. Yes, but at that time the wedding planner said that you shouldn't wear a red dress, didn't she? I thought you agreed with her. Oh, really? I don't remember that at all. But I don't want to wear any dress in dark color. I'm attending a wedding, not a funeral. But it's the formal attire for a wedding. You are the groom's mother, so I thought a dress with dark color would be better. You have no sense of fashion. I want to wear that red dress I saw during your fitting. I think it's perfect for me. It's my son's wedding, so I should dress up. I don't think you should wear that dress. Huh? Were you born in 1940s? Everything about you is so old-fashioned. That's why your face is all wrinkled. By the way, about the wedding date, can you delay it for a month? No way, I can't do that. I can't shift my schedule that easily. Why not? It's just a minor change of schedule, isn't it? I've already sent out the invitations and made reservations a year in advance. I can't change it so suddenly. What? I wonder why you keep saying that you can't do this and that. I can't believe you're not capable of managing things. By any chance, are you trying to bully me? No, I'm not. I'm sure we're doing everything we can to grant your wishes. Like the other day with the menu. Because that menu you chose was not good. Most of the guests are celebrities. They're not on the same level as your relatives. I can't just serve low-quality food. To be honest, the menu you chose was quite expensive. Anyway, what was that black powder that looks like a burnt dish? Are you talking about the truffle? Also, that tasteless and transparent dish. It's an edible bird's nest soup. I don't know what those things are. You must serve exclusive food to our guests. I'm sorry. I think the food is exclusive enough. Huh? What are you mumbling about? Your relatives are low-rank good people anyway. Why don't you just serve them instant noodles or something like that? That's not very nice. For your information, my cousin is a famous person. Honestly speaking, I don't want to see your poor relatives, but I'm attending the wedding for the sake of my son. You should at least show some gratitude to me. I have to put up with a lot, too. I think you're being rude with the way you talked about my relatives. Don't you dare to talk back to me like that. I hate to deal with a woman without common sense like you. It's a nightmare that you are my son's wife. I should have taught him how to choose a woman. Just because my son is the president of the company, you were just after his money, right? Of course not. I really love your son. I hate you for taking away my precious treasure from me. Just do as you are told, okay? Otherwise, there won't be a wedding. Don't do anything selfish. Melanie, where are you now? What is it? I'm at Birdie's concert. It's a beautiful place with a great view. What on earth are you doing? Today is the wedding day. Whose wedding is it? It's me and your son's wedding. Really? Today? What are you doing? You didn't show up at the scheduled time. No matter how many times I called you, you didn't answer. Everyone is in a panic looking for you. I thought you delayed the wedding by a month. I told you to do that, didn't I? Don't you remember that I disagreed? I said I couldn't do that because the invitations had already been sent out. I couldn't just do something so selfish. I think I remember you said that. I can't go, so you must delay it a month later. I'm now in Hawaii for a concert. You were not listening to me at all. Yesterday, you called and said you were looking forward to tomorrow. I thought you were talking about the wedding. I can't believe you're attending a concert. I'm on my way there right now. You won't make it back in time if you come back now. How many hours do you think it will take? What should I do then? Your son is also stunned. I guess we'll just go on with the wedding now. Why don't you postpone the wedding? We can't do that. Tomorrow is the day of the wedding. There will be a hefty cancellation fee. Besides, the guests are already here. Oh no, did my son say anything about that? He's very angry. After I told him that you're attending a concert, he's thinking to cut ties with you when you get back. Wait a minute, please don't say that. The wedding is the only thing I have to look forward to. You complain so much about the wedding and then you skip out on the day of the wedding. I can't believe it. What do you think you're doing? That's because I thought it was next month. I just forgot. What do you mean you forgot your son's wedding? That's what happens when you don't listen to people. Also, you don't even remember what you were told during the meeting with the wedding planner. What's the point of having a meeting then? Well, that's what happens when you think you're right on everything. You don't listen or remember anything that's inconvenient for you. That's not true. What a terrible thing to say. But isn't this how it is now? Maybe so, but that doesn't mean you have to cut ties with me. Do you have any idea about what you did? It's normal for your son to cut ties with you because of that. He also said that he'll cut off your living expenses too. I don't think you can go to any of the concert again. Seriously? That's a bully. What am I supposed to look forward to living for then? That's your problem to solve. You won't be able to live a celebrity life if you lose the nearly $3,000 monthly allowance anyway. What a shame. Are you trying to abandon me? Your son is grateful to you. That's why he kept sending that ridiculous amount of monthly allowance. He said that he was able to start the company because you worked so hard to raise him. Can't you understand his kindness? Oh dear, I didn't know about that. I have the same feeling somehow. I'm really grateful that you've raised my husband, although you were a single parent. I've been patient to listen to you all this time, but I just can't do it anymore. Since you are in Hawaii, there's nothing I can do to help you. Look, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean to you. You said so clearly that you didn't like me, right? I heard it with my own ears. What? I don't think so. You're a little forgetful, aren't you? Maybe you should go to the hospital straight from Hawaii. I think your brain may be filled with black garbage or something tasteless and transparent. I don't want those to develop into a serious illness. Would you tell my son that? I'm so sorry for what I've done. I'll buy him a CD as a token of my apology. I don't think he needs any CD since I have the one that was signed by the singer at home. Why? It's so rare to have a signed CD. It's worth a hell of a lot of money at auction. Why do you have that? Oh, really? I'll ask him to write it down again next time. Huh? Don't tell me that you are Birdie's fan too. Oh no, I forgot to mention that Birdie is my cousin. He couldn't come to the wedding because of the concert. No way! He said that he's coming to visit me at my new house soon to bring me a wedding gift. He's always been like a brother to me. He's a very kind and respectful person. Oh, really? Then I can meet him too then. What should I do? I'll have to add more fake eyebrows. Are we talking about living together with me and my husband? Looks like that's off the table too. What do you mean? Your son said that. There's no way we can live together since we're gonna cut ties with you. I think that's a good point. Wait a minute. Please don't do that. You said that you don't want to meet my relatives, didn't you? I remember you also said that they are from the lower class, so you don't want to deal with them. Because I didn't know that you were Birdie's cousin. If I had known, I wouldn't have said that. I would have treated you nicely. No kidding. I'm afraid I'm not allowing you to meet my relatives because I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable with your attitude. I said I'm sorry for what I've done to you. So please let me stay in your duplex. I won't have a place to live. That's your problem, isn't it? I heard that you sold your parents' house. It's the precious house your father left you. I can't believe you just sold it easily. I had no choice. I ran out of money. I had to make a living. It's because you're attending Birdie's concerts and buying his CDs like crazy, isn't it? You've been spending all your money traveling abroad too. There's no way that you have enough money if you keep doing that. Birdie is just too charming and I want to see him as much as I can. It's not my fault. It can't be helped since Birdie is an attractive and famous person. I can't believe you told us to build duplex just because you sold your parents' house. That's so selfish of you, and I can understand why your son wants to cut ties with you. We can no longer take care of you, Melanie. I'm so sorry. I'll give you Birdie's DVD too if you want to. Now it comes with a CD for a whopping $128. That's the regular price. Please forgive me, Jasmine. If I lose my money and my house, my life is over. I'm rooting for you in your job hunt. Good luck. Well then, the wedding ceremony is about to start, so please excuse me. Wait, Jasmine! The wedding ceremony went off without a hitch thanks to the help of the ceremony staff. I mean, we didn't have any trouble without my mother-in-law. A day later, she came to apologize to me sobbing, but my husband could not forgive her. Well, she deserves that. After that, my husband stopped sending money to his mom and the duplex building plan was off the table. Now Melanie has found a part-time live-in job and is working desperately. Come to think of it, It's just like the lyrics of the Sagittarius Type B woman song that says, I lost everything. Maybe I should listen to Birdie's song again.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give us a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and leave us a comment down below. It means a lot to us. See you next time!